Hi there, Taurus. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm here doing your May 2017 monthly tarot reading. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm using the Mystic Dreamer Tarot today. And let's get started. I already shuffled and laid out the cards to save time. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, the underlying influence for the month of May for Taurus is the Six of Cups. And this is a beautiful card. This is a card about simplifying your life. Think of a child. It's not a coincidence that there's a child on this card. They appreciate whatever is there. So if they're outside, they can have fun playing in a mud puddle. They'll pick a flower and play with flowers and enjoy it. They'll follow a butterfly. You know what I'm talking about. So it's enjoying the simple things in life. They don't clutter their minds with worry and unnecessary stress. They just enjoy the present and take one thing at a time. So having this at the bottom as your foundation for this month is to really, that you on some level want to bring that to the surface this month. You want to simplify. You want things to be calm. You don't want to clutter your life with lots of extra stress and worries and unnecessary things that just really truly aren't needed. You only want to worry about, or not even worry about, deal with or address things that are 100% necessary, and you want to see the positive in things, enjoy life, enjoy the good things, and keep it simple and light and positive. And you really have some beautiful cards here. So your focus is excuse me, the Empress. So she, even though she sort of represents all the queens, I do feel she's most closely related to your queen, the Queen of Pentacles, because she's Mother Earth and you guys are an earth sign. And she is such a lovely energy. If we use the children as an example, I mean, she would see this child interested in flowers and gardening, and she would maybe be out gardening herself and say, hey, if you want, you can take this area of the garden and make it your own. And if the child wants to, great. If not, maybe she'll leave it there for a couple weeks and see if the child's interested. And then if not, she'll just do whatever she was going to do with it. But she's not going to force the child. She's not going to push the child into anything, but she's going to nurture and encourage and sort of put opportunities in the child's path. And if the child wants to take advantage of them, she can, but there's no pressure. And she allows things to unfold organically and naturally. So if there's anything you want to bring to a conclusion, or that's really been bothering you, maybe you're getting a little impatient about this month, the Empress is just telling you to let it go. Let it ride. Let it sort itself out naturally and maybe run its course. So try to allow and let things be and let things flow. You have a lot of water on the table, so going with the flow, feeling the feels, but recognizing them and noticing them and not trying to necessarily do anything other than just acknowledge them. And she has the big full moon here. It's a really lovely card. A really lovely energy. And to have it crossed by the Nine of Cups, which is the Wish card, is spectacular. But you have to remember, wishes don't always come exactly the way that we wish them to. Um, so if you're caught up that your wish has to be a very specific way, um, you may be missing the fact that your dreams and wishes are coming true all the time. And I think we send out wishes and hopes and all the time, and they come true, and we don't even realize them, or we don't even acknowledge them as our prayers or wishes being answered. I mean, even something simple like, oh, I hope I get a good parking space, and then you get one. It just goes right out of your mind. We don't tend to oh, hey, look at that. I got a good parking space. And enjoying that simple fact that we got a good parking space and we're in a little bit of a rush. It just goes right out of our mind. So start consciously looking for those things. Oh, maybe something's on sale. So it can be little things. And the more it's really what gratitude is. The more we're grateful for all those nice little things, then we'll start to notice more of the big things, and realize that our dreams and wishes are coming true all the time. And we can also set ourselves up for being lucky or having our dreams and wishes come true, by nurturing ourselves and working toward our dreams and the things we're interested in. You can't just do nothing. There's that joke or something that says someone is praying to God that they want to win the lottery, and finally God is like, well, will you buy a ticket? I can't have you win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. So setting yourself up for your wishes to come true, you can't just do nothing. It's like you found some like-minded people recently, some sort of group, or you're just in a really good spot where you're feeling supported and you're being supportive of other people. There's just a really good feel, emotional feel around you this month. It's like you're really consciously keeping it simple, enjoying the simple things, appreciating what you have. And I feel like, they have the five, it's like, what lesson are you learning is this card up on top. And it's like you're learning to focus on the two cups that are still upright, not the ones that have spilled. If you've gone through some tough times, it hasn't made you bitter. Something sort of shifted in your brain where you're like, you know what? I still have two full cups. Life could be worse. Things could be worse. And I can either choose. It's a choice whether I'm going to dwell on these that have spilled or the two that are still standing. It doesn't mean that I haven't had some rough times that kind of suck, and that, things aren't always sunshines and rainbows and all that stuff, but I can make a choice on what I want to focus on. I'm going to focus on being positive and happy and lucky to be alive and lucky that I have I have shelter over my head, and that I can feed my family and myself, and really, really having a really smart outlook. I mean, it's very practical, and you guys are very practical, but it's just like, I am not going to be negative. I am not going to cry about petty things, because I am lucky to be on this beautiful earth. And here, there is some sort of pause that you're experiencing. And again, the Hanged Man, does he have a choice that he's hanging there? No. But he has a choice on how he deals with the fact that he's hanging here. So he can sit here hanging upside down, pissing and bitching and moaning and swearing and struggling and blaming everyone else in the world for why he's strung up here and how much this sucks, and struggle and have a big old temper tantrum and exhaust himself with something that's futile, because he's there until someone comes and gets him down, and that's just the way it is. Or he can say, well, this is less than ideal, and but you know what, life is so busy, I rarely have time just to be still. And he can maybe close his eyes and take a few deep breaths and calm down. And then he can sort of look around and he can be like, dang, hanging upside down things look differently. I've never seen that before. I've never viewed the world from this point of view, from this perspective and this angle. And now that I am, and I just got the chills, now that I'm seeing things in a different light. I'm viewing my life and the world differently. And I'm seeing that maybe this pause has been the break that I needed to catch my breath. And since I'm going to use my time wisely and not resist, I realize maybe I've been looking at some things wrong, and that I can choose to see things in a positive manner, even when things aren't going exactly my own way, because there's a bigger picture here. So he gains enlightenment by using this pause in a positive way, by seeing the opportunity in it. And that's what you guys are doing. You're seeing the full cups, not the spilled cups. This is that new tangible beginning. So this isn't only a spiritual, I see Pentacles as spiritual cards, but you're making some tangible changes. This is a tangible new beginning. You're putting that $5 away, even though I mean, you could look, $5 a month. What the hell is that? No, that's not it's gonna take forever to accumulate any money. But no, you're like, that's $5 more I had saved than I had saved last month. I have to start somewhere. And so I'm going to start. You're starting. You're starting to look things differently. You're starting to appreciate what you do have, not what you don't have. You're starting to put one foot in front of the other. You're starting to be healthier. You're starting to see things in a positive way. You're starting to make your house a home. You're starting to put things in order and simplify, declutter, cleanse. It's a new, this inner shift is becoming something tangible as well. This is a beautiful card. And I must say, you're looking pretty attractive, this new you that you're starting to really grow into, that feels emotionally secure and happy, and it's choosing happiness and to see the glass half full. Then when we're happy and working on ourselves and feeling better about ourselves because we're disciplined and choosing to be happy. Happiness is a choice. And of course, if you lose someone really close to you or something bad has happened, I'm not talking about that, but a lot of times life really isn't nearly as bad as we make it out to be. We just tend to focus on the negative and not the positive. And other people are going to find this very attractive. You're just going to your energy is just going to be different, and it's going to attract people. This is a passionate card. This could definitely be a love interest, or could reignite passion in your life if you're in an existing relationship, because you're kind of like it's like a fresh start. And this can also be, I do see again, you guys nurturing some sort of passion or desire that maybe you hadn't really given the time or attention to. but something is going to sort of get your fire back, get your mojo going this month. And it's come about because of your active, you actively changing your life and focusing on the positive. And here's a Queen of Pentacles. I was saying she's just like the Empress, making a plan. You're making this happen. And I just see like really getting out in the dirt, especially for those in the northern hemisphere with springtime. It's like you're feeling better inside. You want your house to feel comfortable and reflect this good mood. Maybe you're going to declutter. You're going to make things more beautiful, but you're also going to, it's like maybe, okay, so maybe you've always decorated your house for how people who came into your home, how you thought they would want it to look, how you thought other people would think this looks good. And now you're going to decorate your home with what you like and what you think looks good and what you want to surround yourself with. So you end with the Five of Pentacles, but what I see this as what you've overcome. Just like the Five of Cups, that you're focusing on those 2 cups, not those 3 cups. It's like some of you in some area of your life had this poverty mentality. Like, even though you had a good full-time job with benefits, well, you could make more money. They don't like this about it. I don't like that about it. And it's like the change in mindset is like, no, I have a good steady job with benefits. I can now work towards making myself qualified for some other job, but I'm not going to, but I have a good job with benefits, and I'm going to focus on that instead of the negative, because that negative permeates the rest of your life. I was feeling spiritually lacking, but I had this hanged man moment, and I gained enlightenment from a situation where things weren't going my way, but I decided to realize all the beautiful blessings I had and take the opportunity of that pause and realize that I have everything I need. And happiness and security come from the inside, not from the outside. And so you no longer feel shut out when you're leaving May. You've overcome this negative cycle of thinking, and you just, even if your financial situation hasn't changed, even if there hasn't been actual physical change, you're still going to view your physical world in a much more positive light because of your conscious act of gratitude and the simple things in life, and bringing that energy and things you're passionate about and making that a priority. So thank you very much for watching. This is a really beautiful, beautiful energy, and I hope you have a lovely month. Take care.